Hello, y'all. Coming to you on this gorgeous Wednesday. I had to think about it for a second. I totally forgot which day it was. So I was hoping I was going to be able to go live in 2 different groups, but apparently you can only do Facebook Live on a telephone or cell phone. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, the more you know. So today, as I was getting ready, about to go to a fun power lunch with a bunch of amazing women, just a thought popped into my head, and it was based off of my video that I shared with y'all a couple of days ago. So in that video, if you didn't see it, I talked about a sermon that I heard at church. And I have to tell you that a lot of people that watched that video may have been like, you talked about church. Do you really, should you talk about church? Should you talk about the G word? Should you talk about God? I mean, because you don't want to offend anyone. And you know, I feel like that it's important, a lesson that's really important for y'all to know, a marketing lesson, is that, you know, it's okay to be polarizing. Okay? It's okay to be polarizing. It's okay if you piss people off. Okay? One of the most successful radio personalities on the planet, Howard Stern. There are plenty of people that cannot stand him, but there are tons of people that absolutely love him. And so, you know, he's polarizing. He says stuff that pisses people off. And you know, I'm not saying that you need to be a jerk, or that you need to be disrespectful, or that you need to, you know, be an a-hole just for the sake of being an a-hole. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't be shying away from who you are at the risk of offending someone. And I have to tell you, and I piss people off with this message when I say that, you know, I feel like at least in the U.S., our nation has become a bunch of people that are afraid to offend anyone. You know, gosh, you know, I gotta tell you, I'm offended at the amount of people that are offended. That offends me. All right? You don't want to ever say anything because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings or make them feel bad or whatever. And, you know, in marketing, that's actually not a good thing, because you may turn some people off, but then there are people that will resonate with you, that will be drawn even closer to you, because they'll say, you know what? I agree. I believe in that. And so I see a lot of entrepreneurs, especially Christian entrepreneurs, or, you know, people that are people of faith. It doesn't even have to be Christian, Jewish, whatever, like whatever your religion is, or whether you're just spiritual, and they're afraid to talk about it because at a risk of offending someone. And if that's who you really are, get comfortable with it, and don't be afraid to offend. Because remember, if you're marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. And so you're not going to please everyone. All right? You are not going to please everyone. I mean, you would be surprised at the emails that we get sometimes from people that are just like nasty. I mean, just so mean. And it's like we've given them just like something for free. Like they haven't even bought anything from us. So if you are in business and you think you're going to be able to please everyone, you're going to be able to please all your clients and all your customers, you need to just get that notion out of your mind, because it's just not going to happen. There's a great quote, and I saw this first on my friend and Brandon Platinum client Heather Quizzle's page. You can be the juiciest peach in the world, but there are still going to be people that just don't like peaches. And so be yourself, be authentic. What's important to you, let it out there, and don't be afraid of turning people off. Okay, I have on my page that if you go to natashahazlett.com, you'll see that I talk about under my values, God first, and I talk about how I put God first in my business. He helps me in my business. He's my business partner, if you will, and I'm not afraid to talk about that. And I tell people also that something else that's very, very important to me is that I am not a judgmental person, and so that I respect people, no matter what your faith is, or whether you don't know what you believe. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And I'm like looking off camera because there's like an enormous something or other. It's so live. This is so live, y'all. Like, I am absolutely terrified of things that fly around and sting because I don't want to get stung. Anyways, so go out, be the best version of yourself. Don't be afraid that someone might not like who you are. Just put yourself out there, because what you're going to do is you're going to build something called affinity. Okay? And affinity is how we get people to know, like, and trust us in a really, really fast way. And you'll know that people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. And so if that's the case, and what you want to do is you want to make sure to try to speed up that process as much as you can. And the way that we do that is with affinity. So when you talk about stuff that's important to you, when you talk about the hobbies that you love, when you talk about the trips that you're on, all this stuff is a way to build affinity. So an example of that is, anytime I go, say I'll go into town somewhere, and someone will say, oh, where are you from? I can tell you have an accent. And I'm like, I'm from Tennessee. I live here in Boise, Idaho. And they're like, oh my gosh, no way, I'm from, fill in the blank with a southern state. And all of a sudden we're like, just talking, and we're all of a sudden, like fast friends, because we have affinity. Because we know that living in the South, or being from the South, there's some certain culture down there, and certain things that we love and stuff that we miss being out west, that we were used to back south. And so when you are polarizing, when you are talking truly and authentically, speaking your mind, you're going to bring those people to you that resonate with you and that love your message. And so don't be afraid to offend people. Don't be afraid to turn people off. You just be you. And the people that resonate with you, the people that love what you're going to say, they're going to join even closer, because you know what? You are brave enough to be who you really are. And for the people that leave you, it's all right. It's all right. There is more than enough people in this world for you to impact in a positive way. There's more than enough clients. There's more than enough customers. There's more than enough. So don't worry about those that turn around and walk away and say, no, thank you. It's okay, because there is more than enough. All right. So that's what I've got for you today. It's now, I've successfully managed to do this without getting stung, which is wonderful. I hope you'll have an amazing day. I'm loving this Facebook Live feature, by the way. It's so fun. It's freeing. Like, it's a little bit stressful, I have to admit. By the way, y'all, if y'all have never done Facebook Live, totally challenge you to do it. It's a little bit stressful, I'll just tell you, because you have to stop your flow and avoid a bee, for example. Or you can be like me, and I've done this several times. If y'all have been on any of my Facebook Lives, you'll know, I totally lose the train of thought. I got on training, I wanted to train, this is probably a couple of weeks ago, and I totally spaced. I remember the first thing I wanted to teach, I totally forgot the second thing, and it wouldn't come to me. So I just had to end the feed. And I'm like, sorry y'all, I'm sure whatever I was gonna tell you was transformational, but I forgot what it was. So I'll tell you later. So that's just be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Be comfortable with not being perfect. So, I'm kind of like on my soapbox today. I got all these like great insights and things are just coming to me, so I'm just gonna like let it out there. So it's okay if you're not perfect on these things, because I gotta tell you, video is a way that you're really, really, really gonna be able to connect with people in a massive, massive way. And it's because it's not just behind a blog post or a meme or some inspirational quote. I mean, those are all great, but getting your gorgeous self, even if you don't feel gorgeous, getting your gorgeous self on camera, talking to an audience, is another way to really build that bond of trust, because you're just being you. All right. If I wasn't willing to do this Facebook Live, y'all would have no clue that like I'm terrified of bees or anything that has like stingers for that matter. If I wasn't willing to do Facebook Live, y'all would never know that. Gosh, sometimes I forget what I'm talking about. Sometimes, I was just about to end the video like 3 minutes ago, but then I just started just talking, riffing, as I like to call it sometimes. Just going with whatever was on my mind to share with y'all. So, because it is a challenge for anyone that is watching this, to do a Facebook Live. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I can tell you that one of the things that has probably changed my life in the most profound way is being willing to be uncomfortable. And I'm going to share with you, I'm going to do something. I don't remember if it's this week or next week. I don't remember the date. But anyways, I'm going to do something that scares the crap out of me. Pardon my French. And I'm not going to tell y'all what it is yet, but after I do it, I am going to get on a Facebook Live, and I'm going to share with you what it is that absolutely scares the you-know-what out of me. Because that is how we grow, by getting uncomfortable. So that's what I've got for you today, and I hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. Time for me to go get ready and power lunch with some awesome ladies. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you soon. Bye.